So you've got your river, and then you've got your garden that you're going to build a fence around. You have a length, and a width. My perimeter is 2L plus W, which ended up being 70 equals 2L plus W. Now, I'm looking for area, maximize area. So my area formula is length times width. Again, we know that we can't, this is not in the quadratic form right now unless they have two L's or two W's. Well, right here, I can easily subtract a 2L. So I get 70 minus 2L. So I get this. Now, if you solve for L, you would have gotten 70 minus W equals 2L, and then you can divide by 2 and get 35 minus 1/2 W is equal to L. You could do it that way if you want to. But I'm going to do what's in red. All right, I'm going to plug in W into that. Thanks, Chad. All right, so there's your equation. Remember that is like f of x is equal to x times 70 minus 2x. Now, there's my quadratic. Use your calculator. First thing I'm going to go ahead and clear my calculator. Oops, I think. All right, so go to y equals and type it in. X parentheses 70 minus 2x, close parentheses. Graph it. Now, as Peyton says, there is a line right there. One thing is I know my x is my length of my fence, correct? I only have 70 feet of fence. So if I made my window and I made my x 70, there's no way we're going to get 70 because I'm not going to stretch. That's just completely stretched out. So I'm guaranteed it's going to be in the boundaries there. So when I hit graph, as you can tell, it's in there, okay? The other thing is I got to go up. And so how far up do I have to go? Well, if you cut it in half, right? If you cut your fencing in half, then you would have like 35 here and 35 here. So that's like if I end up having a river here and a river here, or I don't know, a house here or something to help me out, then I would have 35 times 35. But I don't know what 35 squared is. But I do know what 30 squared is. So if I go in there and I take my calculator and I make that window maybe 900 on my max, on my Y's. It can't be larger than that. Well, it could be, but not really. All right, so there's my picture. So I'm looking for the vertex so I can calculate maximum. Arrow to the left of it. Arrow to the right of it. Hit enter after you guess it. And then there it is. So I'm going to get 17.5 comma 312.5. That's my x and that's my y. But x is really what? L, and y is really a. So it's 312. You can just put down max area, 312.5 feet squared. Then you can do length and width. So your length is 17.5 feet, and your width, what would your width be? So one way of doing that would be, well, that's 17.5 right here. That's 17.5. You can probably calculate in your head what this is going to be. 35 feet. There you go. All right. So there will definitely be a problem like this on your exam. Now, I don't know, again, we don't know if there is going to be 2 gardens. So it could be 3 wings. Now, Peyton, the only difference would be there'd be a 3 right here. And then a 3 right here. And then you would graph that. Does that make sense? So it would not change. It's not going to change much. So it is based off of whatever the picture is. Okay. So I can do, the one we did yesterday was the one with the 2 pins standing out all alone. So I've seen all of the different types on the test, so I can't say there's one versus another. Okay. All right. Quiz time. We did go over a couple down here on the solving. You should be able to do that. Okay.